Welcome back to this already, the final segment of The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. Do you want to mention again, Franchise South Expo coming up this Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be there doing interviews, and I'd like you to join me there at the Reliance Center. Want to get more information, how to get free tickets on me, go to usdailyreview.com, check out the business section. All right, speaking of business, the man who knows all about it, particularly the sales and marketing arena of that, is my good friend, Charles Alvarez. He's with CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. And they do a phenomenal job of putting businesses on the right course. I know from first-hand experience with the great work he's done with companies I've been involved with. Charles, as always, welcome to the program. Tell us a little bit more about Cornerstone.
Well, thanks for having us again, Kevin. I'm really excited about our guest today, too. But basically what we do is we help generate wealth and freedom for the business owner by implementing sales and marketing strategies that work when I can talk.
There you go. And in your guest today,
I'd like to I just have the pleasure of having Terry Albert. He is the man when it comes to the Texas Renaissance Festival. He's going to tell us about why the Texas Renaissance Festival delivers an experience like no other. So, Terry, welcome to the show.
Well, I don't know about the man. You know, the man is always the king of the Renaissance Festival. I'm just his peasant helper that runs the office.
Tell us about the Renaissance Festival, a little bit of the history, and then your relationship to it. And welcome, Terry.
Oh, well, appreciate you guys having me on today. The festival started in Todd Mission, Texas in 1974. The owner, George Colum, had a festival in California, and then he started the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. And then through, business, he was in a situation where he was leasing the land up in Minnesota and knew that was the wrong thing to do. So he looked for a place down here in the South where the weather was good, and he looked at Austin, and he looked at Houston, and in 1974, it was kind of oil booming down here in Houston, and the population was right, so he found this place 40 miles outside of the city where he could acquire enough land to expand for future growth, and that was the birth of the Texas Renaissance Festival, 1974, and this is our 40th anniversary this year.
That's incredible. Charles?
So tell us a little bit about what the Texas Renaissance Festival is, what makes it unique, and kind of what a guest can experience when they visit your facilities out there.
Well, let me take you back just a little bit. The festival was basically founded as an artist community, a bunch of like-minded people in the early years. Kind of started out on hay bales and sitting around, and we had one stage. The Globe stage was our first stage, and they'd come out here and they would, set their blankets on the ground and sell their wares and stuff. And, as far as a business model, I couldn't really explain. There's nothing like this. So as the years went on, as needed, we needed perimeter fences to, make sure that we had a ticket, gate to everybody to come in. So perimeters were set around the place, and as we needed more stages in the 90s, we added more stages, and, it grew into what is now a 55-acre theme park. Now, there's no theme park that would start that way these days. There's another one coming up in Cleveland area, and they're building everything, from scratch from the beginning. All the money invested. This was invested over 40 years of time to build and amass all the things that are out here. So pretty wild. And then, as far as, the current situation, in the 21st century now, that's what we call it, the festival, which, has a whole new management team has taken over in 2010, and the place has basically been remodeled. Every stage has been replaced. The focus has been, really into making the place into more of a family-friendly. We say that loosely because there's still the adult entertainment aspect of the Renaissance Festival, because that's what the time period demanded. There's still chainmail out here. There's drinking and having a good time, but we also have standards so that we stop some of the craziness that maybe the place was known for in the past. So it really kind of turned full circle as we have, put this new focus.
Terry, we only have like a few minutes left because of how thorough you were at the very beginning, and I know I have a lot of questions. So forgive me for being rude, but I know I have a couple of questions left, and I don't think we're going to be able to cover all of them, but I do want to try to get some of them. Let me ask you about the first of all, is there actually room for more growth for the park? And also, has there ever been thought about how that field could be used between the times that you do the festival?
Well, we're doing mud runs this year. We've been talking with different people at Live Nation about doing a big concert out here during the springtime. So, when the right situation comes to us, we'll jump on it, because we do have a huge parking lot and a huge campground, 200 acres. So, all those things could be utilized at other times of the year, but we also don't want to interrupt our construction as we remodel the stages to stop and do something in the springtime. Mm-hmm. That's really crazy to say that, but you don't want to interrupt the cash cow, which is the festival, to do something that during the downtime that would interrupt you, I guess, is the best way to say it.
Charles, we got to wrap it up. Any final thoughts before we call this segment done?
I've been to the Renaissance Festival a couple of times. I think it's a very unique experience, with the rodeo and all the things that we have to do in Houston. Having a festival that is truly unique and is also a family environment where we can still drink adult beverages is a great atmosphere, so I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I've gone so many times, I have no idea how many I've been. I usually go every single year, and I'm a teetotaler, too. It can be a family environment. It totally depends on what you choose to do there. Although I will say I've had to cover my kids' eyes a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it's a phenomenal experience. It's a lot of fun. How do people learn more about the festival in order to get themselves some tickets?
Well, we have very active Facebook, and TexRenFest.com is our website. All those things can be found real simple with a quick search. In 2014, we have our Masquerade Ball, so this is brand new, so everybody should come out and celebrate the 40th anniversary with us.
Sounds like a great idea. I encourage people to do just that. And by the way, also a lot of different organizations and companies, including this radio show, give away free tickets every year. And so keep an ear out for that. And thanks so much for being with us, Terry.
Oh, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
It was great. And also, as always, Charles, love the great work you're doing.
Appreciate you, Kevin. I appreciate your time on the show.
All right, you bet. When we come back on tomorrow's program, we are, of course, going to have a lot more for you. Do want to remind you the best content here can be showed up over there at usdailyreview.com. While they're like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. And you're listening to The Price of Business.